Hello and welcome to the TWEP, proudly brought to you by Workplace Services Australia, your leading workplace strategy, change management, workplace culture and workplace services partner. My name is Bly Williams. I'm the Director of Strategic Special Projects at WSA, and I'm currently working on a number of workplace and bespoke once-in-a-lifetime projects for the clients of our sponsor. Today the discussion will be, is the post-occupancy evaluation process dead? It is, in my opinion, it was dead well before the pandemic hit. Why? Well, it goes a bit like this. The post-occupancy evaluation was never really given enough kudos, as it identified the shortcomings of the workplace design and functionality after a new or an extensive workplace was occupied. So often project teams are in denial that there's ever anything wrong and everything's 100% right, but we know that's not the case. You add to the fact that the project team is often fatigued, know that the project is coming to an end or have another project to go to, and that's why they won't be around to worry about if things are right or wrong. So, what do they say? POE? What? The POE traditionally addressed the performance of the building environment with a high focus on building services and in more recent times looking at furniture solutions and workplace settings, the way the workplace facilitates people to do their job and what worked and what didn't work from the workplace design process, but also, in more recent times, the ITC infrastructure and other facilities. Only brave senior leaders encourage and support doing a post-occupancy evaluation. These leaders are realists and provision for risk mitigation and rectification costs that are really such a small part of the overall project budget. The majority of leaders are too concerned to ask or investigate with their people about how much of a success or failure their new workplace is. There is an attitude of let's let sleeping dogs lie. The only problem here is often sleeping dogs have fleas, and fleas spread and multiply. This never solves the shortcomings or the problems in the new or modified workplace. No new workplace is ever perfect, so the understanding of what is not working is critical. Remember, the workplace is an ecosystem of its own. It's a built environment with various work settings, services, technology, and connectivity. The workplace ecosystem is also now a lot broader, with workplace extending out to other locations and settings. It is often the little things that create the toxicity in the workplace and impacts the workplace culture. The post-occupancy evaluation should identify and measure the various risks that come from all parts of the workplace that are not working, either in terms of functionality, comfort, suitability, or utilisation. Low utilisation in certain parts of the workplace is often just directly associated with one of the aforementioned issues and not performing as occupants would expect. Often the rectification work is only tinkering to the solution, where something may have been overlooked or a furniture solution has to be swapped out as it does not meet the needs of the business unit that predominantly occupies that part of the building. Now, post the pandemic, many organisations are looking to get their people back into the office. A detailed post-occupancy evaluation will assist management in understanding what is not working in the workplace and for it to create the basis of an informed decision-making process by management on the best way to resolve some of these issues. The evaluation provides the basis for management to communicate with their staff on the course of action that is being taken in regards to the workplace environment, in particular for issues associated with hard services and soft services, or the workplace design and facilities. The POE also identifies issues that can be managed by expert workplace change management services. This can often include certain organisational workplace standards, policies and protocols, not just associated with the office, but also working from home and working from public locations. So more broadly, an organisational's flexible working practices. The study often also reveals shortcomings in ITC systems and equipment, plus remote access and permissions in electronic document management systems and electronic workflows throughout the day and night. The POE is now so much more than just a review of the performance of lighting or mechanical ventilation or other hard services. With it being an extension or a substitute for workplace surveys, the POE should really be a reoccurring evaluation of the workplace. It is a great tool driven by events or just periodically. The periodic use of the POE ensures that the business needs are captured as they change, as new demands for the organisations come in from their customers or through changes in technology or requirements of tools of the trade that impact the workplace design, office environment, and even the flexible working arrangements. The POE can also assist understanding the performance of the base building soft services and other services provided by other vendors. It can provide a metric assessment plus also feedback on services by staff and other occupiers of the physical workplace. The POE for some clients should now extend out to assessing the entire flexible working model to understand if people are all adopting the same flexible working arrangements in terms of work locations, or if some flexible working arrangements are being used by different teams. For example, office and work from home versus work from home and co-working facilities. Drivers like the need for project or scrum space or the home postcode locations of specific team members often have a bearing on the team's decisions that impact individuals differently in the organisation and thus where they work from. Remember, we only need you for under 15 minutes every Friday morning. Move over, Michael, Shervo, and Sarah. Before we go this week, watch out for our 2023 Workplace White Paper. It will be coming out just before Christmas. It's waterproof, sandproof. Your dog won't like the taste of it, but we are hoping that you will enjoy the read over the summer. TWEP is proudly brought to you by our original and loyal sponsor, WSA, your experienced workplace strategy, change management, workplace design and workplace culture partner. Check them out at www.wsagroup.au. Thank you for joining us for episode 18. Please tap show notes and leave us your feedback or subscribe. The way it is today, Friday, the 1st of December 2023. This has been TWEP. I am Blythe Williams and thanks for joining us.